This is the People's Podcast with Jay every day on Regal, Real Reckless.
What's up? It's your girl Jay every day with Regal, Real and Reckless. And I am still good vibing it out. I appreciate all the continued support. I appreciate all the new followers, all the new viewers. So first and foremost, before I do anything, I want to thank you all for continuously encouraging me to continue with this project. But I'm just coming back off a really dope-ass vacation. I went to Mexico. It was my first time getting a stamp, so that was fun and adventurous. And I think sometimes like we feel like we're missing out on things, like we're getting too old, or I should have done this by now. Like, first and foremost, I am not on anybody's time clock. So at 34 years old, yeah, I got my first stamp, and I don't think it's any less of an accomplishment for those who do it at 64 or 24 or 14. So I enjoyed that, and it made me realize, I ain't gonna say realize, because I've come to this realization a while ago, but it felt good to apply the realization that it is okay to make time to do nothing. And I say this quite often, like sometimes you just need to sit in silence and be still. And you can do that without traveling, but traveling or doing something that you want to do allows you to do it on a whole different plane, a whole different realm. Going somewhere that you've never been and being in a culture that you've never been in and allowing yourself to somewhat be vulnerable to things that you don't know and don't understand is a very, very dope-ass feeling. It's like empowering. It's fueling something inside of you that you didn't even know needed motherfucking gas. It's okay to take time and step away from everyday life. It is okay to run away from home. I don't know about y'all, but I've wanted to run away from home more as an adult than I ever did as a child. And I think adults need to know that it is okay to run away from home. Fuck, we coming back. So it was awesome to just be able to step away from everything and go out there mindfully choosing to ignore anything and everything that might upset my vibration. Going out there and laying on the beach and looking into the sky and not having a care in the world, if even for just 4 days, that is so recharging. That is so rejuvenating. It did something for my spirit that I needed. And I think as humans, we need those moments. I think we need to be, I know it works for me. I'm not going to speak on what we need to do, because I don't have all the answers. With this and with me expressing myself, it is simply my view of how I'm coping with life, how I'm dealing with my journey. And I share these things because maybe someone else is searching or trying to find a way to deal with some of the things that they're going through. So I don't want anyone to think that I think that I have all the answers. I just don't mind sharing my insight with my journey. But like I was saying, I think for me, it is very necessary for me to be aware of what my spirit is telling me I need. It is very important for me to be conscious of what is it that I'm needing from me. A lot of times we put ourselves on the back burner. We take care of anything and everything around us. Our jobs, our children, our families, our homes, the bills. We put everything in front of ourselves. And when you slow down and think about that, that makes no sense. How can I give you the best of me when I haven't given the best to myself? I don't have it to give if I haven't acquired it. So it's okay for me, for damn sure, to stop and go get what I need from wherever I need to get it from. we don't have to feel, I don't have to feel guilty for wanting to be by myself for X amount of days. I don't have to feel guilty for not constantly worrying about how am I going to get this done. That's draining. And like I said, we're constantly pouring ourselves into others. How can I pour myself into someone else or something else that needs me if I'm drained? I have nothing to pour. So it's just we're constantly being challenged by our emotions and feelings. Some of us choose to acknowledge it. Some of us have learned to ignore it. And some of us just don't know. And I think the best way I can relate it is our emotions are much like our bodies. Our bodies are constantly talking to us as well. Your body will tell you when you need water. Your body will tell you when you need rest. Your body will tell you if you may have some type of illness, whatever that illness may lie. If you're paying attention to it, your body is sending you those alerts to let you know, okay, motherfucker, it's time for a tune-up. Our emotions and our spirits are doing the same thing. And just like the body, you might have to rest. You can't go anymore because your body is tired. Well, the spirit gets tired. The mind gets tired. So the same way you would rest your body is the same way you need to rest your spirit. And I think for me, I know resting my spirit is that running away from home, that going into the trees or going into nature or going into the elements. It is nothing like putting your bare feet in some earth that has not been disturbed by foolishness of man. It's something, it does something. And if you can be like, this girl tripping, oh, tree hugging ass, oh, hippie ass, don't knock it till you motherfucking try it. Us, our people, look at, there are many and plenty of tribes and brown people and who go about daily life not having shoes on, and they're connected to the earth and they're happy. I see truth in that. I see me in that. So not that I would go full-fledged living all day without shoes, but every now and then we need to ground ourselves in the elements, surrounded by real beauty. Surrounded by that beauty that you can't fucking explain. Like, how the fuck did those mountains get there? Or you gotta stand at the shore of a beach and be like, this motherfucker water look like it just don't never end. Like, it is a very humbling experience to be amongst true beauty and be like, damn, I'm a part of this. And for me, it instantly pours back into me. Okay, now I have all of this to give again because I just got all of what I needed. It's like plugging a phone in a fucking life act. They got motherfuckers out here who will not leave their fucking house if their phone under 20%. Oh no, I gotta charge my phone. We can't go yet. Y'all, we gonna stay here. But yet we don't pay that same attention to ourselves. A lot of us are running on 0%. Every time you cut yourself back on, you power right back off. You try to do it again and then you power right back off. Or you get to 5% and you try to do some task that's going to take 30% of you and you wondering why you can't complete it because you haven't recharged yourself. You haven't given you the attention you need. And a lot of us, and I know I was at fault for this, we're expecting others to give it to us. We're expecting others to fix that feeling. It's not about nobody else fixing it. Can't nobody else. I can't be mad at you for not charging my fucking phone. It's my fucking phone. You knew you fucking needed it, so it's the same thing. How can I can't be upset with my significant other for not giving me what I need because I should be able to give it to myself. And yes, relationships and friendships and family, we should know how to exchange that energy, but often we don't. So that's where it comes into play where you have to be self-aware. You have to be accountable for you. You have to decide that, okay, you ain't giving me what the fuck I need. I ain't tripping on that, but I'm about to tend to me. And that's perfectly fine. That's like, I'm just reaching a point in my life where I don't have to feel guilty about that. And I hate to hear people say, I sleep when I die. I'm out here grinding. The hustle don't sleep. This, that, and the third. Motherfucker, if I don't do nothing else, I get me 8 hours of sleep a night. Baby, I got an alarm on my phone. Just like I got an alarm on my phone to wake up, I got an alarm on my phone to go carry my ass to the motherfucking bed. Tend to yourself. See, we only get one of these. Y'all give more attention to your cars, your houses, your jobs, all things that can easily be replaced. You can go get another motherfucking car. You can go get another motherfucking house. You can go get another motherfucking job. You're not about to get no other body. You're not about to get another heart. You're not about to get like you have to tend to these things. Like, this is real. This is real. We like to I think our culture, and we're getting better at it because luckily health is trending. So by things being trendy, they gain more people notice it more, so then you gain more followers. So health is trendy now, so people are attempting to take better care of themselves. But aside from it being trendy, it should just be something that you desire to do. Why wouldn't you want to take care of yourself? If you know that something is ailing you, if you know that something is causing you to not run at your causing you not to run or perform at your optimum self, how is it that you're so willing to do it? They got motherfuckers who will not put regular gas in their car. I be good goddamn if that fucking gas go in my car. I drive this, I'm about to put this kind of gas in there. But you won't give that same love to yourself. What the fuck? Like, I don't understand it. And maybe it's just because those particular people just haven't slowed down enough to listen to what their spirits and bodies are asking them for. Because the body can do a hell of a lot better when the spirit is pleased, when the spirit is rested and recuperated. The body will follow. They feed one another. They go into one another. And you have to slow down and listen. Your spirit might simply be saying, I need a night out with my friends. I need to be amongst people who are going to make me laugh. Everything's not a runaway from home. I need to be around people who are going to give me laughter, who are going to fill me with joy. Other times, you might just need to simply pick up the phone and call your mama and tell her, I love you, because you know that she's going to say it back. And you need that love that she's going to give you. Sometimes we call our friends and we want to have conversations about business ventures or whatever's going on in our life, because we want them to encourage us. We want to be filled. If you listen to yourself, it is perfectly fine to go and seek those things in which the spirit desires. There's nothing wrong with that, but a lot of us aren't aware of what we're needing, and we get upset with those who aren't providing it. And that's not fair to the ones who want to help, but they don't know how to. And I've had to realize that and learn that as well. Some people just don't know how to give what you need. So you have to learn to give it and acquire it for yourself. It's really important for us to learn ourselves. And it might sound like weird or cliche, but how many of us truly know the things that will really make us happy, or the things that would truly make us smile from the inside out? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the last thing that you've done that was brand new, that filled you completely with what you needed to be filled with? You know what I'm saying? And as parents, to all the parents out there, we get lost in our children, because our children are our easiest escape for joy. We will run ourselves into the ground for them, and them just simply smiling at the littlest of thing will be all we need to keep going. And it's beautiful. It really is. But you don't want to teach that to your children. Because I can honestly say I don't want my child to ever feel some of the feelings that I know he's seen me feel. But it's almost as if we're putting that into their minds, that this is the way an adult moves. An adult doesn't tend to themselves, they tend to others. I don't want my child to believe that. I don't want my son to believe that he has to give so much of himself that he barely has any left for himself. No, I want him to know that if you need to stop fucking and pause and I don't want to do this shit no more for a little while, do that. Because when you come back, you'll be better to those around you. I don't think it's advantageous of us to make our children believe that this is the way adults move. And we're doing it without realizing it. We're doing it because our children are watching us. Our children are noticing everything that we do. Now, they might not know every bit of struggle that we go through. They may not know the lengths at which we stretch ourselves out in order to work 50 plus hours a week sometimes, or how the bank account might be in negative because we didn't overdraft to pay this bill before the money hit. Yeah, they might not know all the nitty gritty details. But if you have a child that's in tune with you the way my child is, my son and I have a very special relationship. He reads me very, very, very well. So he feels and he sees certain things inside of me. He sees those feelings. He might not know where they come from. He might not know where they stem from or what the cause is, but our children see our emotions in our eyes. They see them in our movements. They see them in how we breathe. They see them in when we smile and when we don't smile. So we need to make it a point to recharge ourselves so our children as adults can know that they too will need to recharge themselves. And even as children, they need to recharge themselves. It's not something that we can say things like, I'll sleep when I die. Like, we can't say things, well, I don't have time to rest, or I gotta do this, so I have to do that. We shouldn't teach them those things. So, and I'm speaking to the parents, or the parents to be, and those who aren't parents. There's some of us who are just lost in our careers. There's some of us who are so money driven that we don't even know how to give anything else attention, because we're so busy trying to figure out how am I going to be successful here. I want to be successful here. I want to be happy here. I want to be whole here. And then I can take pieces of myself and give it to my financial self, and my emotional self, and my physical self, and my maternal self, and my daughter self, and whatever part of myself I need to be in the moment. I now have something to pull from because I've given myself what I need. And that trip made me sit back and realize that's needed, and it needs to be scheduled, just like a tune-up or an oil change or any other type of maintenance that we do for these materialistic objects that we need or that we feel like we need. But without doubt, we definitely need our fucking selves. So set alarms You know what? I need to go to sleep early tonight. Set reminders. I said I'm taking 3 trips out of the country this year, and hold yourself to that. And maybe everything won't be planned. Maybe you've hit a moment in your life to where you know what, I gotta stop right fucking now and I gotta go. You can do that. Why shouldn't you be able to do that? Do it, and be completely unapologetic for it. Do it. If the move isn't done with malicious intent and it's purely to make your spirit feel better, for your vibration to be higher, do that shit. Do that shit and roll the fuck out. And when you come back smiling and happy, and you ain't gotta explain not a motherfucking thing to no motherfucking body. One thing about it and 2 things for sure is this you. Handle you. Because when I handle me, I'm doing it without me feeling like I gotta give anybody a motherfucking reason. I'm the reason. Why you did this? Me? That my answer, me? It could be the fucking answer. It might not even motherfucking make sense to the question you asking me. If you ask me a why fucking question, me. I did it because of me. I did it because of how I felt and how I knew it was going to make me feel. I'm never moving to hurt anyone. I'm never saying I want to do this because I know it's going to make this person upset or it's going to hurt. No. But if what I'm choosing to do makes me feel better, makes somebody else uncomfortable, just understand and know this wasn't done with malicious intent. I just chose to put me first. Whatever you're dealing with over there, unfortunately, it's a you problem, because I need you to understand that no, I didn't step away from this because I wanted to hurt you. I stepped away from you because I needed to help me. And I think we need to be willing to express that clearly and boldly with those around us. Because behaviors are contagious. So a person will see you loving yourself, being aware of yourself, and maybe they too can move in that world, move in that space, and be like, you know what? They ain't doing nothing fucked up for real. They just wanted to feel better. That motherfucker do look like she's smiling more and shit. Well, fucking maybe I need to go take me a fucking trip. You know what I'm saying? We need to lead by example. We need to, and like I say, be unfucking apologetic. When you apologizing, you giving that motherfucker ammunition to make you feel guilty because they already see his wiggle room. Or this motherfucker apologizing, they must feel some type of way. So let me tap on the fact that they already feel somewhat guilty about doing it, and let me keep bouncing on that. Fuck that shit. Yeah, bitch, I rolled out, and what? I'm back. What, you need me now? Okay. I have something to give you now. What you need from me, baby? I'm back. But had I stayed when I didn't have anything to give, and you would have asked me for something, I wouldn't have had anything to give, and you still would have been upset. So now we're both upset because you're asking me for something that I don't have to give. So how about I remove myself from that, get what I need, and if you are in your moment or upset with me, that's a you problem. Now I can come back and give you what you need. So rather than both of us being upset, now only you are upset. I'm not. And right now, I'm only worrying about me. And it's not a negative, selfish thing to do. It's self-love. It's not selfish. It's the feeling of self. I have to fill myself with what I need in order to be able to give into other things around me. So vibe out with the things that you want to do. Live the life that you want to live in the moments that you want to live them. And when you're in those moments, recharge and be present. Be present in that moment. Only pay attention to the goods, the beautifuls, the amazings. Give no attention to anything that might draw any type of negative energy into your world, unless you're acknowledging that you're releasing it. Because sometimes we have to mindfully let things go. And do it routinely, do it religiously, do it ceremoniously. Give yourself the attention you deserve in beautiful ways, and it will bring forth beautiful experiences, beautiful memories, and beautiful futures. And this your girl Jay every day, and this was this episode of Regal, Real, and Reckless. And if you haven't already, subscribe.